Hi everyone, we are live for an unexpected moment show, but it is a video that will be aimed also for the replay team, not only for the live people. So this video is to honor two persons in my life that are no longer on earth for 1 year for Jessica and for more than 2 years for Dorothy. And I wanted to pay for them tribute because I don't know if it's today or if I'm not good at birthday dates reminders, but I know that it's Dorothy heavenly birthday today, and it is also a 1 year anniversary of the passing of Jessica, and I wanted for the people that knew Dorothy and Jessica to also tell them how I loved Dorothy and Jessica, and for people that weren't knowing Jessica Harvey and Dorothy Oger to also discover them. There are a lot of things they produced, they were involved in, that is still online on videos, and this is my tribute. So I am going to be imperfect. I am going also to share um, two videos for honoring Dorothy and Jessica. And it's really incredible that I'm talking about Jessica Harvey and Dorothy Oger. And now there is Jessica Dugas that is honoring the flame of Dorothy Oger. And so I am going to tell you first the context of Dorothy Oger and Jessica Harvey in my life. And then I'm going to share some passages of a video really recently with Jessica Dugas and me talking about Dorothy Oger. And then for the second video, it will be a video from Dr. Constant Leland that was sharing the book Beyond Boundaries that I was in this anthology co-authoring with Jessica, and she would have been also writing Rebel with a Cause, yet there was a chapter, heavenly chapter, where we were sharing some messages for Jessica. So feel free to follow the Breakthrough Network and Jessica Dugas, and also discover our anthologies Beyond Boundaries and also Rebel with a Cause. And of course, there are other anthologies for many other authors. I was partaking in this too. And so for Dorothy Oger, I was discovering her in 2016 during an office event setting. And I was then knowing that she was impacted through the Brussels bombings because there was on subway station and on airport on the 22nd of March 2016. And for me, it was also emotional because although I was having my work beginning at 9 a.m. and the bombings were at 9 and 11, I was probably at two fingers to be in this wagon. Who knows? That where what the bomb was exploding. And in that particular day, I was taking a train from outside of Brussels to be in my work, and I was not paying attention about the line, and I was landing in another part of Brussels through another line of the train at that particular day. So, and then I was meeting Dorothy, and I was, let me just check if I am audible on YouTube and LinkedIn. and I don't expect any live people, but if you are live, welcome. It's also for the replay team, and feel free to have any comment if you like. Just going to check because I know that sometimes I am talking, but am I audible or am I live? I don't know. So I'm just going to check right now if I am audible and live. Yes, I am in LinkedIn and I am also in YouTube. Yes. So I'm going now to continue. So for Dorothy Oger, I was meeting her in 2016, and then over the years, and I was impressed and blessed about her humility, her energy, the peacefulness of her heart. And I still have the leaflet of her poem, I shall stand for love," that is daily expressed through Jessica Dugas. Um, it's at 1 p.m. my time, which is at 7 p.m. EST. And then Jessica Harvey, I was discovering her 18 months ago in January 2024, even a little bit before, I think. But I was discovering her, especially at that time, because we were co-author of the Beyond Boundaries. And then 2 or 3 weeks before her passing, I was holding an audio room show, and I came to have the recording because I was having the recordings for these audio shows for me to be able to share to the guests that I was inviting. And so I think I have this recording that I was sharing the recording at some point. I don't know if I still have it online, but it was really wow. It was at that time that I was really discovering her and her life and her struggles. So for me, I'm now going to share the passage of uh, Dorothy Oger with Jessica, honoring the tribute of Dorothy Oger. And then I'm going to share the video of CJ sharing about Jessica. So from now on, I'm going to mute myself and to share these videos. And then probably at the end, I will have a closure. So bear with me while I'm doing the share. Share these videos and then
take a breath, and everyone encourage you to stay unmuted if you're here on the live stream, and read it together at home with us now. Send your intentions out into the universe. For love.
For love.
I shall stand for love, even with a broken soul,
soul,
even with a heavy heart. I shall stand for love, for the world
is
wounded, not just my
just
little piece of land, where I am mostly
mostly
safe,
safe,
where I am mostly
mostly well.
but our world, everywhere, every
day.
I
I
shall
shall stand for love,
because we need
more
more,
light,
not more death, not more power, not more bombs. I shall stand for love so that our children are safe, so that our friends are sheltered,
shelter,
so that our borders
brothers
are
are
open.
open.
I shall
I shall
stand for
stand
love,
for love,
even with a broken
and
soul,
soul,
even
even
with
with
a
a
heavy heart.
heavy heart.
I
I
shall
shall
stand for
stand
love.
for love.
Thank you all.
Thank you. It's pretty.
Beautiful. How did everybody feel with that while you were reading?
Very emotional.
Yes, me too. I wasn't expecting it to be as emotional as it was.
It is, because this poem is a legacy that's come from beyond. It's a whole part of a thing, and it touches us all because we're all part of this world right now, and this is the peace and the love that we all want, isn't it?
You sort of feel, I oftentimes imagine when we're reading just this sort of glittery spider web that's like connecting all of us together, you know, like just, and all of the intentions coming together and just that feeling of oneness that I think that I keep trying desperately to tap into, you know, as we're in a world that is so divided right now. And I just this poem to me is that reminder that we are meant to be connected.
It's
Yeah.
the cry from the heart. The cry from the heart, because it was really written in few hours after the bombings. And I shall stand for love. We shall stand for love is to realize that there are many energies that are trying to let us divide us, having hate or whatever. But love shall always win.
How's it going on your side, Katie?
I'm ready.
All right.
I just wanted to show everybody this aura
Wow.
scan, okay? So
Oh,
it's really interesting because the core layer, that inner circle, that is probably about 80% of what all of our energy is really focused on, right? And then you can see the radiating layers of energy coming out from that. And with this being the beautiful pink, vibrant, we look at the shade, we look at the vibrancy, you know, we look at all kinds of different things. And you can see how the center core colors are much more vibrant, you know, than as it starts to radiate and diffuse out. but that beautiful pink in the center is associated with the crown and the higher heart and divine love. And so it's just such a testament. You can't make this up. I mean, we did this all together live, right? You know, I didn't like pre-populate this aura, but it really taking over every one of our beings, right? At the core is this divine love. And energy
Yes.
field is impacting.
Yes.
It's huge.
I mean, and the thing of it is, you know, I'm an early bird, right? 7 o'clock is nothing for me. Same with Teresa. We've already been up a couple hours, but the thing of it is there's been times when I've been tired or I was out late or whatever else, and my alarm is still set. And there's a piece that comes with reading this too, and it is no problem for me to go. Like we take the 5 minutes together, read the poem, and I go right back to sleep. But just that intentionality of like, this is the time that was set by an incredible person to carve out of your day, to stop no matter where you are. I've done it in the grocery store, in the car, in bed, in the living room, while I'm eating food, you know, all of the different places. And there's really something to be said for just that intention to be there and put your energy in that place. And there's a place that I hang out quite often. I've mentioned our virtual community, and the community software is a program called Go Brunch. And Go Brunch is the founder, Richard Lowenthal, who was also on the Breakthrough Show Network earlier this year, is very community focused. That's why I hang on to this software very close to my heart, because he believes in the power of community and coming together and being one. And we participate once a quarter in these world building expos, they're called, where we're showcasing our virtual communities. And one day where people are coming in and out, there was probably about 70 exhibitors, and this crazy guy Ollie just comes in and is so talkative and just wonderful energy. And he was very kind, and I immediately felt a connection to him. And he mentioned that he was in Belgium and that he loved poetry, and I said, I wish you would have known my friend Dorothy. And he said, Dorothy Oger. And Ollie got the opportunity to be with Dorothy in person a few times before she passed away. And here we were across the globe on a software meeting. And I think Dorothy had a little a little play in that. And so I would love for you, Ollie, to share any thoughts and feelings that you have had for our friend and the work that she did in the world.
Well, thank you for inviting me, and hi everyone, including the replay team. The power of the replay team is that they can see your shows days, weeks, months, or even years after. And so what is amazing is that we still have videos of Dorothy. Imagine it would be really rare if it was 100 years ago. Now it's online, internet. We have a lot of dozens and hundreds of photos of videos. I met Dorothy in 2016 face to face, few weeks or few months after the bombings, and it was really touching my heart also because I came to be in the situation where I found myself, maybe I could be in this wagon. Not really precisely, because it was 11 a.m. and I was working at 9 a.m. so I had to be earlier. But at that time, I share this anecdote because it's not really often. And I was at Genval at that time, outside of Brussels, and I take a train to go to job. And sometimes I land at the Bruxelles Midi. Sometimes I take the subway at Schumann to go to another place. And that particular day, I was normally I was a train going to Brussels Midi, but also sometimes the train went to another line, And at that particular day, I was taking the train that goes to the other line, and I had to be back to Schaerbeek to find my way to Bruxelles Midi and to go to job before 9 a.m. And then I came to job, and then probably at 9:20, 9:30, I heard the news, because nowadays everything is known through Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever. And I was thinking, wow, imagine I was late. Imagine I was in that wagon. I wouldn't have survived. And so it's too. I was meeting Dorothy face to face in a setting that is called Office, and it's international, but it was in Belgium from someone that was organizing this concept of co-working in someone's place. And she gave me the poem in some leaflets, and I was meeting probably Dorothy 4 to 10 times. I don't realize, but then I was also meeting her online sometimes. And sadly, time flies, 2020, 2021. And I was something that I regret myself, that I should have said yes. But I said no, not now, or no, not because it was probably a financial reason. She was organizing some workshops in 2021, and I said no. And then time flies, and then 2022, she has her heart attack, and we are praying for multiple days. And it's haunting me, because something that was happening for her happened last year with another friend who had an embolie pulmonaire, a coma, and then he passed away also. So for me, when it comes to Dorothy, I feel humility. I feel really hard connected, even though people says that I'm hard connected. There is no, I'm like in the knee, even in the foot of Dorothy when it comes to hard connected, because she was truly hard connected. And so for me, she is an inspiration that never dies. And that's why I was really blessed and surprised also to see Jessica in Go Brunch, and that she is continuing the flame of Dorothy each day of the week, including the weekends. And that for me, it's easy. Like, it's 1 p.m. Sometimes I don't do it. Sometimes I do it. But for her, she's doing each and every day since many weeks, many months. So thank you, and probably many years also. So thank you, Jessica, for holding the space, for remembering Dorothy, because I truly realize that when when people that passed away are in our hearts, they are really not truly in the other world. They are also in this world through our heart. Thank you.
I was blown away when you said her name when we met, and I said you should know Dorothy, and then you said her full name, and I was like, what? And Dorothy and I used to have several conversations about that, about the little synchronicities of life and how people and things come together in a way that is just magical. And she believed in that. She believed that people were meant to meet, and that things, sort of came together like a beautiful mosaic. And so it was not shocking to me, but I was still just like, wow, really? And so I'm so glad that we are connected now, and it has meant a lot to me being connected to you, because like I said, I didn't get to have that. I didn't get to be in her close aura in person, and you did, and so we have that connection now. And so I just, it's every time I see you, she's there, and I just feel that. I just feel that so strongly. And so thank you for your presence and being involved with our community, and for joining us when you can in the morning, and for being a very live reminder for me of Dorothy every time I see you as well. So I appreciate you. It means a lot. It means a lot.
Okay.
I gotta stop this over here. But maybe I was thinking, Katie, you'll have to let, and then ladies too, how you feel about this. I would love to do this again, maybe in October for her anniversary, and then we could maybe get some more languages and do another reading. That might be fun.
So I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to also to share the link later on about the video that was made from Jessica about Dorothy Oger. And now I'm going to switch to another video that is in fact an audio shared in memoriam of Jessica. Bear with me while I'm navigating into the tech. I gotta to take it easy, and I'm going to share the second video, which was more an audio from CJ. So right now, going to share it and to play it. So and I'm going to send you the link later on with that.
Hello, Level Up listeners. This is your host, Dr. Leland. Today, I'm going to try my hardest to breathe. When I started this podcast, the very beginning, I shared my journey. I shared in the middle of my journey, and now I'm sharing why it's so important for all of us to leave our legacy through words. This is why I invite you to write, whether you're writing with me in our anthology every 3 months or doing a solo project. Write, write, write. If people are telling you that you're not an author because you write an anthology, that's jealousy talking. That's ignorance talking. There is such a thing as collaborative projects. Don't let the naysayers tell you who you are and what you are and what you're gonna do. Instead, do what you want to do that makes you happy, that don't take away anybody else's happiness. Be kind, be compassionate, and be flexible. In this episode of Level Up Podcast today, I have wished that Jessica Harvey would be the one reading her chapter. I have done this 10 times now, trying to record it, and I'm hoping that the 10th time is a charm, without me losing it or crying. Today we're going to explore the story of Jessica Harvey, insights of those who are challenging the status quo and making a difference in the world. We're going to dive into conversation about a summary that I did for her, and also discussing how else we can show up for others, those who are still present with us and those who aren't. Now, let me summarize Jessica Harvey's chapter in Beyond Boundaries. You can get the Beyond Boundaries book, Barnes and Nobles. You can order online at Target. You can have it at Amazon, Powell's, you name it. Now, her chapter is called The Gray Matter That Thrives Through Scarred Tissue by Jessica Harvey. and this is a summary that I've created for her chapter. I said, in The Gray Matter That Thrives Through Scarred Tissue by Jessica Harvey, shares a deeply personal narrative of resilience, mental health struggles, and self-discovery. The anthology chronicles her unique journey, marked by a left temporal lobotomy at age 17 due to a benign brain tumor, and the subsequent physical, mental, and emotional challenges she faced. Jessica's story is one of the navigating the complexities of living with epilepsy, the effects of her father's death, and the unexpected emotional aftermath of brain surgery, including severe depression and personality changes. Throughout her life, she grappled with feeling different from others, often experiencing isolation and internal conflict. Despite these challenges, she maintained a strong belief in logic and resilience, which guided her through difficult times. The anthology also explores Jessica's experiences in college, where her depression and self-destructive behaviors escalated, leading to moments of crises. However, through the support of close friends and a journey of self-reflection, she began to regain her sense of self-worth and purpose. Jessica's narrative is intertwined with reflections on her neurodivergence and how it shaped her perspective on life. She describes a period of spiritual and existential exploration, culminating in a sense of purpose through volunteering and helping others. Her anthology chapter concludes with embracing her role in making a difference in the world, particularly through her work in ESG-focused finance and her dedication to supporting individuals with cognitive, neurological, and mental health challenges. The biography at the end of the anthology highlights Jessica's professional achievements and her commitment to sustainability and helping vulnerable populations. The words of dedication reflect her gratitude towards those who have supported her and the rewarding nature of giving back to others. A couple of days ago, I received a sad news that our co-author, friend, sister, Jessica Harvey, is no longer with us. If I was to give a eulogy at her funeral, this is something I would read to her and to her friends. I would say, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, today we gather to remember and celebrate the life of Jess, a woman whose journey was marked by profound challenges and triumphs. Jessica was a force of nature, resilient, compassionate, and deeply committed to making the world a better place, particularly in the realm of healthcare. Jessica's life was a testament to the power of perseverance. From her early years living with epilepsy to the life-altering surgery she underwent at age 17, she faced immense obstacles with a courage that was nothing short of inspiring. But it wasn't just her personal struggles that defined her. It was the way she used those experiences to advocate for others that truly set her apart. In her own words, Jessica believed that our soul's journeys are complex and unique, shaped by the challenges that we are capable of enduring. This belief guided her throughout her life, particularly in her mission to improve the way healthcare personnel care for their patients. Jessica understood firsthand the gaps in the system, the moments where empathy, understanding, and comprehensive care were lacking. Her experience fueled her passion for change, and she became a powerful voice for patients, urging healthcare providers to see beyond the diagnoses and to care for the whole person. Jessica's work in the field of ESG focused finance was driven by the same values that guided her personal life. She was committed to sustainability, not just in terms of the environment, but in terms of human dignity and well-being. She believed that the true healthcare means treating patients with the compassion and respect they deserve, and that she dedicated herself to this cause through her advocacy, her volunteer work, and her role in mentoring others. Her involvement in our upcoming anthology, Rebel with a Cause, was a natural extension of her life's mission. Jessica wanted to shine a light on the crucial need for healthcare reform, specifically the need for healthcare personnel to take better care of their patients. She understood that healthcare is not just about curing illnesses, but about caring for the person behind the illness, understanding their fears, their hopes, and their unique journeys. Jessica's life was one of service to her profession, to her community, and to all those who needed a voice. She was a proud neurodivergent, epileptic brain tumor survivor who used her experiences to help others struggling with similar conditions. Her dedication to improving patient care will continue to inspire those who knew her and those who read her work. As we remember Jessica today, let us honor her legacy by continuing the fight she was so passionate about. Let us advocate for a healthcare system that truly cares for its patients and one that recognizes the value of empathy, compassion, and understanding. Jessica's strength, her resilience, and her commitment to others will live on in all of us who continue to carry her message forward. Rest in peace, my dear sister Jess. Your legacy of compassion and commitment to better patient care will never be forgotten. That would be my eulogy for Jessica. As promised, I'm going to read her chapter for Beyond Boundaries. She wrote this. Collaboration over competition is what I always say, and I'm so grateful and privileged to read this to you today and what she wrote. Mental health awareness nonprofit organization, or autism for children and young adults. That is my commitment to Jessica and her legacy. I'm also creating a Rebel with a Cause journal. That proceeds will also go to another nonprofit that Jessica loves, which is, again, autism or neurodivergent nonprofit organization. Please help me. Please help me. Honor Jessica, whether you know her or you don't. Help our community. We are global citizens. Help our community. Be strong. Be more compassionate. Be more understanding. And take everything from love. If you feel bad energy from people, it's okay to love them from far away. If you tried your hardest to love somebody, love your friend, love your sister or brothers, but it feels like they're dragging you down in your mental well-being, it's okay to love them from far. Surround yourself with positivity. Lead with your heart. Add more compassion to your repertoire every day. Add gratefulness. Work on yourself, not on gossiping with other people. If you're going to gossip, gossip about how many people you have helped in our world, in our tribe, in our community. Align yourself with someone who truly does the work, not just by words. Align yourself with someone who doesn't talk bad about others, Align yourself where you are celebrated, not just tolerated. Reciprocate energy, especially good ones. If you surround yourself with negative people constantly, you're gonna squeeze and gain toxicity. If you are going through pain, please reach out to someone. If you're feeling that this is the end of your life, please reach out to someone. Stay positive. Have hope. Give grace to yourself. No one is perfect. No one. Have a hyper focus on your purpose. Turn your pain into purpose for people. We are global citizens. And this is your host, Dr. Leland from Level Up Academy. Jess is smiling upon us. Take a moment to have a deep breath and smile. Be happy she's no longer in pain. Be happy that you're able to listen to this. Be grateful that you are still alive and you can make a difference. Let's continue the legacy, everybody. I'm hoping you will have a beautiful day, beautiful week, and celebrate each other. I will see you on my live stream or audio room on the next podcast. Bye.
So that was it, and I'm blessed of knowing Jessica Harvey and Dorothy Oger and so many others in my journey. Some are still alive, and some are in the other world. We know when we are born, years, decades ago, but we don't know when we are going to leave this world. And so each day is a blessing. Right now, since many weeks already, I'm navigating my dad's health challenges. And he is alive, he is in the recovery mode, but I know it will not be easy for him. And right now, I'm broadcasting in his place, by the way, so that I can um, honoring him by making some cleaning and washing clothes time. And at the same time, I'm blessed to have known Jessica Dukas, who is honoring also the life of Dorothy Oger, who sadly passed away more than 2 years ago. And life is lifing. And at the same time, I am in huge shift in my life. I am evolving. I am changing gears. I am reconsidering things, focusing on things that matters. And for me, it's not easy because I have the energy of people pleasing. I have the energy of connecting with human beings. And at the same time, in order to have impact, I realized that I can also cut some cords. I can also say, this no longer serves me. This thing that I'm doing, these humans that I'm connecting with, is no longer helping me to have impact in my mission. So right now, before I'm closing this session in 4 minutes. I'm going to reiterate who I am, what I believe, and what I'm aiming for the next days and the next weeks. I am Oli. I live right now in Brussels, Belgium, and I am a language enthusiast. I love to create new words, to connect with humans, to discover new languages, new cultures. I love nature, and I love to bake some pancakes, gluten free, of course. pancakes with puns. And so I am a warrior of words. My values are to discover others, to try to be in collaborations with others, to also say, okay, I'm going to select people that are able to allow me to be better version of myself. I no longer compete, I complete. That's, by the way, CJ, Dr. Constance Leland reflection. I collaborate. I elevate with people that are willing to make this world a better place. One day at a time, one little task, one little step at a time. Boom, 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 boom. Always connecting with heart. And so I am also happy to be live and to see friends tapping in, whether it's live on replay. So thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, everyone who will watch my replay, my session on the replay team, honoring Jessica Harvey and Dorothy Oger. I shall stand for love, even with a heavy heart, even with a broken soul. And imperfectly, I am showing up. My values are languages. And I love, love, love so much words. Words are really important. Could be weapons or could be cure. And I am imperfect, so I am making, and I will make still mistakes. This is because I am a human being with flesh, with blood, and I know that one day my dad will leave his body. I know that one day I will leave my body. I don't know when. Could be in 40 years, could be in 4 years, could be in 4 days. I don't know when. So right now, for closing this session, that will probably be more than 48 minutes, by the way, but all is fine. I'm going to quote a lyrics, a song that is really not a song because it's spoken by an artist that is I'm going to just check the lyrics because my brain is right now fusing. Serge Reggiani. And feel free to translate it in English. Serge Reggiani. I'm going to share it to you, by the way, right now. Take it easy, have a breath, sharing the lyrics. And the title is called Le temps qui reste, the time that is remaining. And so here is the lyrics, and I'm going to pronounce it in dedication to Jessica Harvey and Dorothy Oger, because this is so important for me. So here is Le temps qui reste de Serge Reggiani. Combien de temps? Combien de temps encore? Des années, des jours, des heures, combien? Quand j'y pense, mon cœur bat si fort. Mon pays, c'est la vie. Combien de temps encore? Combien? Je l'aime tant, le temps qui reste. Je veux rire, courir, pleurer, parler, et voir, et croire, et boire, danser, crier, manger, nager, bondir, désobéir. Je n'ai pas fini, je n'ai pas fini. Voler, chanter, partir, repartir, souffrir, aimer. Je l'aime tant, le temps qui reste. Je ne sais plus où je suis né, ni quand. Je sais qu'il n'y a pas longtemps, et que mon pays, c'est la vie. Je sais aussi que mon père disait, le temps, c'est comme ton pain. Garde-en pour demain. J'ai encore du pain, encore du temps, mais combien? Je veux jouer encore, je veux rire des montagnes de rire. Je veux pleurer des torrents de larmes. Je veux boire des bateaux entiers de vin de Bordeaux et d'Italie, et danser, crier, voler, nager dans tous les océans. Je n'ai pas fini, je n'ai pas fini. Je veux chanter, je veux parler jusqu'à la fin de ma voix. Je l'aime tant, le temps qui reste. Combien de temps? Combien de temps encore? Des années, des jours, des heures, combien? Je veux des histoires, des voyages. J'ai tant de gens à voir, tant d'images. Des enfants, des femmes, des grands hommes, des petits hommes, des marrants, des tristes, des très intelligents et des cons. C'est drôle, les cons. Ça repose. C'est comme le feuillage au milieu des roses. Combien de temps? Combien de temps encore? Des années, des jours, des heures, combien? Je m'en fous, mon amour. Quand l'orchestre s'arrêtera, je danserai encore. Quand les avions ne voleront plus, je volerai tout seul. Quand le temps s'arrêtera, je t'aimerai encore. Je ne sais pas où, je ne sais pas comment, mais je t'aimerai encore. D'accord? So that was it. Thank you so much for listening to me. Keep shining each and every day. Let's inhale. Inspire. Let's exhale. Expire. Let's remember the good days. Let's remember, se remémorer, to remember the people, the human beings that were in our lives and that are no more. Chronologically, my mom, my grandfather, my cousin, my grandmother, the partner of my dad, Liliane, my other grandmother, who left this world at the honorable age of 89, more than 16 years ago, near 16 years ago. Then some other friends, Angèle, also Dorothy and Odile and Jessica and Axel and Nancy and Zabi. And that life is something that is precious. Each day we have 24 hours. What we are going to do, for sure we are going to sleep. For sure we are going to trash out our bins. For sure we are going to wash our dishes, wash our clothes. For sure there are things that we are going to do that we don't enjoy. And we are going to think also to do things that we are doing to do today that we enjoy. In 1 hour, there is this Saturday Soul Coffee morning with Jessica Dugas. And then there is the brunch hackers from Go Brunch. And in the meantime, I'm going to also do something that I will enjoy to do, because I will enjoy to see my dad smiling when he come back at home, seeing in his place well organized. So that's my share from me to you. Keep shining. And thank you so much for being there in my life. And I send all the love also to you back, and hugs to you. And thank you for supporting in my adventures. My name is Oli, aka Ravi Oli. I am a language enthusiast. And in 2 days, on Monday, I'm going to a new cycle with Heavenly Birthday to my grandfather and sharing some stuff for the next days and weeks to come for my business, my membership, my language coaching. And enjoy your day. Learn as if you are going to live 100 years old. Live as if you are going to leave this world in the next 24 hours. Keep shining. Bye from now. And remember,